This triptych has 3 doors. Open the first and you find paradise. Open the second and you find everything paradise was never supposed to become. Open the third and you find where all of it leads. Almost nothing is known about the man who painted this. No diary, no letters explaining what he meant, just a name in a small town's church registry, and this, one of the strangest paintings ever made. God introduces Eve to Adam for the very first time. It looks peaceful. It looks like the beginning of everything good. But paradise, as Bosch paints it, is already showing cracks. Right beside them, easy to miss, a cat gripping a dead mouse in its mouth. Predator and prey inside paradise itself. Death was already living here long before anyone was expelled. An elephant, a giraffe, creatures no European in Bosch's time had ever seen in person, likely copied from travelers' sketches, turning rumor into paint. This strange pink structure rises out of the water like something alive. Look closely and you'll find it again, almost identical in the next panel. Bosch is quietly telling you these two worlds are connected. Behind them, mountains that don't belong to any real landscape, blue, jagged, impossibly tall. Even the ground itself refuses to look normal. And down in the water, the first owl of the painting. In Bosch's time, owls weren't wisdom, they were warnings, a quiet omen tucked into the corner of Eden.
Now the second panel, the world we actually live in. A massive blue sphere floats on the water, crowded with people. They're not fighting to get in, they're fighting to stay. Around it, towers that look grown rather than built, pink coral, blue crystal, structures with no clear purpose except to be beautiful and strange. At the very center, a ring of bodies bathing together, endlessly circling. Historians still argue whether this is innocent pleasure or humanity trapped in its own appetite. Around that pool, a parade of riders on horses, goats, even mythical beasts, moving in a circle that never actually arrives anywhere. A strawberry, painted larger than the people beside it. In the language of Bosch's time, fleeting fruit like this meant fleeting pleasure, gone as fast as it's tasted. A couple, sealed inside a glass bubble. It looks romantic until you remember glass shatters. Even love here is temporary and fragile. Nearby, another couple hides inside an open mussel shell, half covered, half exposed. Bosch keeps returning to the same idea, pleasure that can't quite protect the people chasing it. And at the bottom of it all, hundreds of nude figures crowd together, eating, embracing, reaching for one more piece of fruit. Bosch never tells you this is sin, he just shows you and lets you decide. One more owl watches from the shadows here too, the same quiet warning from the first panel, easy to miss the second time. Now the third panel, and almost immediately, a knife balanced between two giant ears. No one has ever fully agreed on what it means. Below it, people are pinned to musical instruments like insects to a board. There is even real sheet music painted onto one figure's body, and yes, musicians have actually performed it. This figure, half tree, half broken eggshell, with a human face turning back to look at you, is one of art history's most debated self-portraits. Some believe it's Bosch himself, watching his own hell. A pig, dressed as a nun, leans in to kiss a man while pressing a document toward him, most likely urging him to sign away his estate before death. Even corruption gets painted here. Below that, gambling, fighting, soldiers marching toward nothing, every vice from the garden above now with consequences attached. And in the distance, a city burns under a sky that never sees daylight. Whatever paradise once was, it ends here. 3 panels: paradise, indulgence, and ruin. Nobody knows exactly what Bosch believed, whether this was a warning, a confession, or simply an honest look at being human. So which panel do you think we're actually living in?